friends, welcome back to another build challenge in The Sims 4. Today we're going to be continuing on with our short build series that we recently started on my channel, where we're going to be building a townhouse neighborhood for all of the not-so-berry generations. There's one episode previous to this one where we built this entire build, so if you want to see how we did that, I'm going to link that down below with the playlist and everything, because today we're going to just be furnishing the interiors according to each not-so-berry generation. And if you missed it, the not-so-berry challenge is a legacy challenge in The Sims 4 created by Lil Simsy, and each generation is meant to be vastly different from the other one. So we're gonna end up with a really unique looking little town here. I'm building in the world of Tartosa, where we moved at the end of the last episode. And without further ado, we're gonna get started on our first townhouse here, which is going to be generation 1, the mint generation. So in the last episode, I also built my basements when we were building the shell. So I'm gonna start in the basement today. First, I think we should read the mint generation bio. You're a mischievous scientist that really loves the color mint. You're career driven, but still make time for silly pranks and outings with your closest friends. You love luxury and want the best for yourself and your family. Our traits, we're gonna be vegetarian, jealous, materialistic. We are going to be doing the chief of mischief aspiration, and our career is going to be a scientist. We have to master the scientist career and complete chief of mischief and logic skills, and we have to complete the elements collection. So all of the essentials within the generation are going to have to be present and represented in our townhouses. So for our basement here, what I was thinking was that we could go and do like a cool, crazy scientist kind of room. I actually did the Not So Berry challenge on my own a long time ago when I was not even on YouTube, just playing by myself. And I remember gathering all of these like big, bulky items, like the analyst thing, all this weird stuff, like whatever this is. This generation has a heavy emphasis on like get to work, aliens, discovery, collecting. So I think what I also want to do in here is have like a little shelf that we can display all of our things that we found. But I want this to be cute down here. I want it to be colorful. The mint generation is not only really smart in the science career, they're focused, but they're also playful pranksters. So I want to incorporate that element of this. You also end up collecting a lot of these weird like devices because you're inventing things. So we're gonna have to put the sim ray. We've got this, the momentum conserver. We definitely need the UFO picture for sure. Where's the element thing? So if you're unfamiliar with the element portion of the Not So Berry challenge, this is what you have to do. You basically have to like fill up all of these slots with elements that you've collected around the world. It's actually pretty hard to do. I remember doing this and it taking me a little while. So we definitely need one of these present to make sure that we're completing that part of the challenge. I just replaced the lighting down here and it looks so much better. This is what our little basement lab is looking like. I just added another desk over to this side. We've got the pipes from Get to Work, making it look a little more industrial. I like that we have the colorful vibes in here with those test tubes while still being a very serious area. I mean, look at that test tube. You don't want to mess around. Okay, let's go upstairs. Let's continue on with our mint generation. So for the main floor for this sim, the sim loves luxury. So we're gonna have to go in with some like, I'm thinking vintage glamour, because I know that vintage glamour has those like mint swatches. Like a lot of their items have this color. So this is gonna work out really well. I think I'm gonna incorporate some patterns. We just got that new Sims 4 kit, like the decor to the max or whatever it's called. So I think we could incorporate some of those items. You guys have been dying for me to start to use those in my builds. Maybe that one could be kind of cute, like a pastel moment, bringing in those golds. Ooh, I really want to use the new lamp here. I've been dying to get my hands on these items, and it's perfect for the Not So Berry challenge, like the colors, the patterns. While we're building this too, I am looking forward into the generations to try and read about the current one that we're on. So for example, later for the Rose generation, which is going to be the child of the mint generation, it says in their bio that as a kid, they had everything they ever wanted, but they were still longing for more. So I'm gonna try and make sure that I have all of the things that we need for the kids. But it also says they pick up this like workaholic trait. So I'm wondering if that kind of came from the mint generation sim being so hardworking. We're gonna go debug, and I want to get all of the crystals, any like extra elements that we already had but wanted to keep, like all of this stuff. I really want to decorate with this. So I'm gonna be like shrinking it, putting it on my end tables, and I need to make sure that our kid is going to be satisfied. We definitely need to make sure our kid has enough to do. Not that they're gonna enjoy it, apparently. And then our kitchen, I'm gonna have to do like this small little area here. So our townhouses are kind of slim. They're very narrow. We're gonna run into kitchen issues, I think, a lot here, which I personally think is fine because I want to leave the exciting, like more exciting rooms to the basement. We can put like weird potions down here, any collectibles. And so far, this is what our mint generation home is looking like. Our little townhouse house is coming together with all the clutter over here. Down underneath here, we've got some just random stuff like a wacky scientist home I feel would have. Like we've got our collectibles over here, a space squid just chilling on our end table, another squid. Oh, that one's alive. And then this side, I added some more decor to the max, paintings on that side, and our little TV. We actually didn't have room to make a dining table in the main floor of the house, so I think what I'm gonna do is bring it outside. I'm gonna use this table from Paranormal, and I think I'm just gonna bring the same chairs that I used from here over and just do like a really cute dining area right next to the chess table. While I was at it, I just did a bathroom over here as well with some blooming room skip plants. I added these little ones from Discover University. Nothing too special, but with that spade mint wallpaper. All right, let's go upstairs. This is where I've been hiding my collection of things. I've been going through debug, picking up all these like collectibles that I was talking about, and I put all these space pictures on the wall. So this is gonna be our mint generation bedroom. I've also found this perfect wallpaper for our Rose generation, but what I wanna do is first of all, emphasize the nerdiness and the prankster vibes in this bedroom. So what I did here, I looked up the Chief of Mischief aspiration, and I found that you had to use the voodoo doll. So I've got the voodoo doll here. I also found some more like things from debug, like this little like noisemaker thing, a blowhorn. Our desk is gonna go over in the corner here, and then all of these little items I need to find a home for. Let's get a bed. I think vintage glamour is probably gonna be good for our bedroom. The pattern on there, the color combo, I mean, it's a little extra, but so is this sim. But then we also have the mint swatch mirrors we could use. I could put that in the back there. And I'm thinking of putting a shelf on this wall here. And this is where we can display some of the leftover things. So I'm gonna grab some of our elements, and I'm just gonna add them all onto this shelf in a way that hopefully looks kind of cute. We can put the dresser over here, and then guess what? We have more opportunity to add more of this stuff. I don't think we're gonna use all of it. I have a lot of stuff going on here. I actually really like this chair. I feel like it looks so comfy. I never really get a good look at these pictures, but that one has like a dinosaur on it. And they give off focusing decor, which I didn't know either. They are gonna be so focused in this room. All of our mint things going on, and our collectibles, which I pulled together with this dream home decorator picture. This is such a cool bedroom. I think we're ready to move out and do the final bedroom in this house, which will be the Rose generation. I feel like I should read the Rose generation now, since we're gonna be doing their bedroom, so let's go back and read what they're like. Generation 2, the Rose generation. You had everything you desired as a child, but you were always longing for more. As an adult, you had a hard time committing to relationships as you're so focused on your career. If we had a workaholic trait in The Sims 4, you would have it. You have absolutely no parental instincts whatsoever, but you still love your child with all your heart. Our traits were gonna be a hot-headed Sim, we're a snob, and we're romantic. Our aspiration, we're a serial romantic, and their career, they want to be a politician. We're having only one child, we're gonna master the politician career and complete the serial romantic aspiration, master the charisma skill, leave someone at the altar, and get married for the first time as an elder. So let's do their childhood bedroom. So my first instinct is to put a lot of like cutesy hearts in here, like the little hearts like these. I feel like the generations get kind of sad from here for a little bit. Like I was reading ahead on some of them, and I was just like, oh my gosh, the childhoods are very sad. I want a desk in here. I'm gonna use that one from Parenthood. And for my chair, let's use this one from My Wedding Stories with like the flowers on the back. They've got like some roses on there. Heavy emphasis on the love. Like I'm pretty sure this sim loves love. They're just very bad at it. We'll put the rose in here. This mirror over to the side. That actually has some hearts on it, so that makes sense. I feel like they're kind of like more of a mature sim. That's the feeling I'm getting. So I didn't put too many toys in here. We do have the toy box downstairs, but I did put this journal with some flowers on it. Floral decor. The house for our Rose sim is going to be very flower emphasized. So let's move on to the Rose generation. The Rose generation is going to be wild. Here's how we're gonna lay this out, I think. I think down below, I'm gonna do a bedroom, but since this Rose sim is such a workaholic and their parental instincts basically don't exist, I'm gonna have a bedroom downstairs for the Rose gen, and then they're also gonna have like their office, a separate space for themselves to work. But then upstairs, we know that the Rose generation's child, the Yellow generation, spends a lot of time in their room. So what I'm gonna do is make this whole area up here for them. They can have their own bathroom, they can have their own bedroom, whatever they want. And the main floor is going to separate them. So like I said, it gets a little bit lonely in this generation, but let's start down below with the bedroom and the office. So I want to use some of the new wallpaper wallpaper from the new kit, so let's go and see what we can pull off. We know that our bedroom in here is going to be very romantic. Like, this sim is very romantic, so I want to bring in those vibes. So we'll try that one out for the bedroom, but then for in here, what if we did that? We've got the pink and the red. I've got this vintage glamour door leading into the bedroom. Or we could do like an accent wall. That could look kind of good. But you know what I just noticed? The trims like don't line up, which is really irritating. Like the base game ones, like this has trim on it, right? But you can't combine it with anything else because the trim isn't the same. I'm gonna try and look past it, but I really hope they like fix that. We know that our sim needs a good work area, so let's start off with the office. I'm gonna use that from the paranormal stuff pack. I want to check out my wedding stories because I feel like we're gonna have a lot of floral decor in debug, like these little roses we can use. This is decor. We also know that our sim has to max out the charisma skill, so I think I'm gonna put a lot of mirrors in this room. It doesn't say it, but I'm kind of getting the vibe that this sim is very vain, a little bit selfish. They have themselves in mind, their own career, their own agenda. So what if we got the podium and we're gonna put that right in front of the mirrors, and we're gonna assume that this sim can use this to like practice at home. I want to use these from Romantic Garden. This is a little hack that I used to use. You can bring in these lattice items from the Sims 4 Romantic Garden and you can bring them into the wall just so that those flowers are kind of peeking out. And I want to put those like by the mirror, like that can be right there, and I can move my desk over a little bit. Maybe I could put like an end table right here, and then I could bring over this one and we could put something else in between there. Or maybe this can just frame that guy, our lion there, our red lion. And then while I'm working on this, I'm also thinking ahead to my bedroom, and I know that I want something so extra. What if we did the Get Famous bed like this one in pink? What style is this? I feel like this basement is coming together like Hollywood glam a little. Ooh, we could do these red paranormal chairs. And what about a fireplace? Can we pull off one of the new ones? Oh yes, this one with the gold on there. That's kind of cool. I kind of wanted the bathroom so that our Sims like didn't cross paths at all. So what if I like built a bathroom maybe out this way? I don't want to do this too much. I want to leave the shell pretty much exactly how I had it. But if I can build out just a tiny bathroom and then our Sim down here has everything they need. So this is what our bedroom ended up looking like. I feel like it looks so cool. I've got a mirror over there from Jungle Adventure on the wall. I added this teddy bear with the heart on the chair. I also added a VIP bucket on top of our vintage glamour dresser because obviously we're gonna want that flirty vibe. To finish off the serial romantic aspiration, you need to get with a lot of Sims. So we need to make sure we've got that. For our office over here, I just added a couple more things, some candles, a shelf over here, tons of flowers, and look at our podium area. I thought that that was gonna maybe end up looking a little bit like tacky having a podium in my basement, but I think it turned out kind of cute. Let's do the bathroom and then we can go upstairs. So for the bathroom, I'm thinking Get Famous tub. I want this to be romantic. We can put candles on the back of this. I can probably fit a shower in here too. This is a pretty decent sized bathroom. So we'll do a shower there, and then I could do a sink on this side, and we can put our toilet kind of over to the side here. There's like these gallery pictures. Yeah, these. I want to put these in from the new Decor to the Max kit. So that's gonna be our rose bathroom. Actually, I think I might put a plant right here too. Just so that when you walk in, the first thing you're not gonna see is like the toilet. I like to kind of like hide it a little bit lately. I'll just look out for your Sims, put that little plant there, and they are just not going to be seen. And some towels. There we go. Okay, let's go upstairs. So we're gonna do full dining room in here. I can do full kitchen. This is actually one of the bigger townhouses, I think. I know that the Sims 4 Cottage Living has these really pretty red counters that I've used before, so I'm gonna be wrapping these around. We can do a big kitchen on this side. I think the cabinets actually have like a pink towel in them too for this swatch. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so we can put these all along the top. We can pull that together with a pink oven here, and I think I'll wrap our kitchen around until maybe like here. I did want a dining table, at least so that our Sims could have dinner together if they ever cross paths. And I want to bring in the same chair that we had from the Rose bedroom, like the childhood one. These chairs, I want this to be our chair for the dining room. So I'm gonna bring these over here. Since our Sim is a workaholic, I'm gonna give them a laptop at the dinner table with this like big obnoxious plant from The Sims 4 My Wedding Stories right in the corner. I'm gonna shrink it once, but it's gonna be shoved back there. This is gonna be a little bit ironic because the Sim ends up leaving someone at the altar and they don't get married until they're older, but still. I actually think I'm gonna put my trash can right outside the door, like right here, right beside the door, and then I could make out some sort of cute like seating area back here. We could bring in more of the My Wedding Stories plants, maybe a little bit of romantic garden too, and then that'll bring together the backyard backyard aspect for it, because when I built the exterior, I really wanted to keep room for that and make sure that our Sims had room for like a personalized backyard. We could put a fountain back here for this Sim as well, just kind of like nestled in those bushes. Wait, is there even any water in there? Oh, I never realized this fountain was not working. Like, these are perfect. So I'm gonna put one there, shrink this one, and we'll just make a nice little outdoor like romantic moment. For my living room, what if we used this? Maybe I could put it along like the back of my stairs. Maybe like a get-together fireplace. On top we can do the TV. And then I'm thinking bookshelves on the side where we can put more like flowers and more like red kind of clutter. Maybe Moschino, but I kind of want to like stack them, or we can put them together with the fireplace. I can raise these up and connect them so that hopefully they're not going through my ceiling. With the clutter, this one turned out so cute. I think this one is definitely my favorite so far. I also added some of our clutter on here. I added this little thing again from that new kit. There's no kid stuff down here, hence our Sim not being the best at parenting, but all of that is gonna have to be upstairs where our Sim, the yellow generation, is going to spend majority of their time. So up we go. Upstairs, I've added some wallpaper into the bathroom. This is what we got. This is from the new kit as well, and I think this has to be my favorite new wallpaper. Something about having a bathtub on a diagonal like that just makes a bathroom look so much more expensive. We could even do the pink cottage living sink over here with like a nice mirror over top. Yeah, I really love this wallpaper for bathrooms. I really like it. I want to see what the other swatches look like. Like, even that could be pretty. Oh, I love. Let's do vintage glamour mirror over top. And since there's a lot going on with the wallpaper, I don't want to add too much like wall decor, but I'm thinking laundry day. Laundry day has these like shelving units that I think we could put up like these, and they have little clutter in them like already. So I think I'm gonna take this, shrink it, and the blue on there also matches our birds that are on the wallpaper. So that's perfect. I added some hallway decor going on in here, and I think I've got this like extra little space over there. I'm gonna add a desk. I feel so bad for the yellow generation, honestly. Like, both these two are so broken. We'll get a computer going, nice computer up here. There we go. So we've got our super cute little study area over to the side there. Some more pictures with hearts on them for the love aspect. And now we can move in to our yellow generation childhood bedroom. So generation 3, the yellow generation. Let's read the bio for this one. Growing up, you never had a close relationship with your parents and spent the majority of your time alone in your room obsessing over space. You just really love space. You'll do whatever it takes to get to Sixtham, no matter the cost. Our aspiration, we're nerd brain, and we are going to be an astronaut for our career. And for our rules, we need to master the rocket science and headiness skill, master the astronaut career, and complete the nerd brain aspiration. We must build a rocket ship and visit Sixtham, enter the secret lot in Oasis Springs, and we can never have any close friends or relationships other than the grandparent from generation 1 until the grandparent dies, which is our mint generation, which is actually going to be so cute because if we look next door, we've got the generation 1 bedroom with all the space pictures, so it ties together in that way. That's cute. Okay, so we know for this generation, we're definitely going to need the space pictures, so I'm going to go to debug. I was thinking this entire time that these were from get to work, but these are actually base game debug. So if you need any objects to like up your Sims focusing moodlets, you can use these, and this is going to give you a big increase. I want this Sim to have everything they need in here so that they're comfortable not leaving, because like I do feel bad for this Sim a little. So let's give them like their own TV up here, and we're gonna have a bunk bed here, but without another bunk underneath. I want to use the bunk bed with like the desk under it. I added this space light from Strangerville, and I do want to get a couch. I'm thinking this one could look nice with like the blue and the yellow. Oh, and actually perfect here. I found these school projects with like the rocket ships. So we're gonna be starting at an early age working on these like rocket ship projects. So under our bed, we've got another computer where we can do more of our homework. I added this like UFO light, which is so perfect, or the flying saucer light, which I think is kind of a nice add because this is unlocked in the scientist career. And since we're so close with our grandparent from generation 1, maybe this was a gift from that Sim. I've got a rocket science book on here. We are already studying away for that. We've got a sci-fi picture over there, bookshelves so we can read without leaving our room. And this is what our yellow room is looking like. This one turned out cute. I wasn't really expecting too much with it being like a sciencey kind of room, like not really my style, but I like it. We're gonna move on to the final one for this video, which will be the yellow gen. So the yellow one is tricky again too, because in the bio it says that we never have any close relationships other than the first grandparent. But if we're having children, then it's gonna be another one of those where we're not really that close with them again. So I'm thinking again, we should do the bedroom downstairs upstairs. And this is where we could do like a nerdy science kind of vibe. Let's do eco lifestyle yellow. I really like that one. And they also have a nice blue swatch in there. So maybe we can incorporate this blue with that like yellow. And I want this basement to be a nerdy lair where this sim and the grandparent can just geek out and hang out together. Let's put this like on display. I want all of this stuff on display in this bedroom. We're gonna get 2 big lava lamps. This is gonna look a little crazy, but just trust me, all right? 2 big lava lamps, 2 smaller lava lamps right next to it. Now we're, ooh, look at this like purpley glow that's coming off in here. Wait, what if I turned this tactical screen into like a headboard? I think I'm gonna have to expand this bedroom a little bit. I'm gonna bring it forward just enough so that I can fit this, and then I need to find a bed. We're gonna get a yellow bed, and I'm thinking the one from Seasons because it doesn't have a headboard. And if I can bring this and like push it in so that it kind of looks like it's being a headboard, that's sick. That's perfect for this sim. I feel like they would love that. There's also like this rocket stuff that I'm gonna put as clutter on the floor. I feel like this sim might be a little bit messy. And then for the rest of the clutter, I'm gonna go straight Journey to Batu and bring in as much like nerdy cute stuff as we can find. Ooh, like we can put that up. This can go on the wall. I want to do a big bookshelf in the back there, and then any clutter that I'm finding, I'm just gonna toss on there. This room ended up so freaking cool. I'm so proud of it with the headboard there, all the clutter on the floor. I'm adding again some of like the weird squid items that maybe we've collected from the grandparent. And of course, more of our freaking space pictures, which are making such an occurrence in this build. I've also brought over anything that I found but couldn't fit into the bedroom over here. So I've got a postcard from Sixum since our dream is to visit Sixum. We've also got this bird feather that comes from Sixum. And since we are supposed to be a handy sim as well, I'm adding in these like woodworking sculptures, which I kind of forgot about initially, but we need to have the woodworking skill. So I actually want to add one of those outside before we forget. So we can do woodworking out here. I think we actually also need to get the logic skill up. So we've got our woodworking table here and our logic skill with our chess table. I want to make like a desk for 2 of them. 2 computers. We're gonna do these super nerdy, like expensive ones with 2 chairs. And this is where our sims can hang out together. They can have their own like little nerd basement area. This is a really cool thing that I found that we're gonna connect in with our yellow gen. So apparently in the Forgotten Grotto, which is the hidden place in Oasis Springs that we have to go to, in The Sims 4, you have to max out the handiness skill, and then you can go to this like secret lot, and there is where you can find the batfish. It's the only place in The Sims 4 where you can find that. So I mounted that as a little tribute to our trip to the Forgotten Grotto. So I don't picture this sim being overly trendy, but I think they're gonna be the kind of person that decorates according to their interests. They don't care about the trends of today, like the interior design trends, but it's gonna be a lot of clutter and just things that they have collected and find interesting. I do want to have an area for them to eat, so I think I'm gonna have an island space here. We'll get our sink, we'll get our oven, and I feel like it would be really funny. I put a Sixum postcard downstairs. I love to put cork boards in my kitchen sometimes, and I feel like it would be really funny if we just got the Sixum postcards and like just put those on there, but like a bunch of them. This is how many times we're gonna have to be visiting Sixum. I really want to bring in more of those woodworking decor pieces, so I'm trying to find this like object from base game. This one here, I'm gonna size this up and we're gonna try and do a little hack in this. We're gonna see if it works, but I want to bring in some shelving from base game. I'm just gonna go in between these little things that I've just created, and I can cover up the back hopefully with like mirrors. We'll have a small space at the top, but I feel like maybe it won't look so weird once we add our clutter in. There we go. I don't know. I feel like it looks kind of different, kind of interesting. I added some chairs here from City Living. I don't really picture us having a TV in here really. Actually picturing this. Okay, I want to put this sword on display, but I want to do 3 of them, I think. I didn't know I had a chicken on it, but we can do like 3 like this, so it's gonna take up the room. And again, we're not going for trendy, we're going for special interests and stuff. And I like the yellow. The yellow is like quirky and cool. I added a little bit more stuff over here. Nothing too crazy. There's a little bit more of our space decor over here, but nothing insane. I did our bathroom and our hallway upstairs already, just because I knew they were gonna be kind of smaller, and I really wanted to focus the rest of our time in this video on the gray bedroom, because I can't wait to do the gray house. When I did the Not So Berry challenge, I made it to gray and then I stopped on my own. So the gray for me is gonna be a special one. I'm excited to do that. Get that closure from my gray sim that never existed. Generation 4, the gray sim. You always felt that you were different. While the rest of your family was busy messing around in the lab, you just wanted to be outside playing basketball. You're very good at sports and you dream of becoming a professional athlete. To make up for your non-existent relationship with your parents, you want to be there for your own children as much as possible. Oh, and you love to sing. We're active, we're a slob, but we're a music lover. We've got the bodybuilder aspiration, the athlete career. We need to max both those out. We need to master the singing, parenting, and the athletic skills. There's a lot to this gray sim. We have to have 3 failed relationships before finding a spouse. We have to marry a neat sim, be good friends with all your children, and have family movie night with your spouse and children every Sunday. That's so cute. Finally, a wholesome generation. I did add a basketball net over there when we were adding the rocket ship because I knew that we needed to be outside playing basketball for our childhood. So we've got the basketball net over there. Ooh, this bed is really pretty from Seasons. It's a little bit more bluey than gray. I kind of think I want this to be a lot of Discovery University in here. Discovery University has a lot of like the soccer stuff, the sport stuff. We can bring in a lot of the athletic things. I think for the gray generation, I want to go modern. So I'm trying to bring in some like modern style of like decor in here. We definitely need the soccer ball and the soccer light. Oh, and the soccer trophy. I'm gonna move this desk over here because I want to make room for lockers. I've never put lockers in a bedroom before, so I want to take these from Discovery University and just like build them up over on this side. That actually counts as a bookshelf too, so we've already got some books, and I feel like I need to have a private area for this sim as well. Like every child in the Not So Berry Challenge is getting their own area because they haven't been interacting with their parents. And I want to make sure it's not all sports focused. We still need to have the music element in here. We can do one of the club posters from Get Together with the music notes on there. I also have the microphone already, so we're covered for that. So I'm gonna put that here, and I'm putting this here from Get to Work around it. It kind of fits perfectly and makes it look a little bit more like kid friendly, more exciting, I guess. So that's what I put there, and this is what our gray bedroom is looking like. This is so cute. I put a mirror in front of the microphone so they can like practice. This could also pass as a teen's room, so maybe this is an older generation. Maybe our Rose sim had this child when they were younger, so this is already a teen. It kind of does look like a teen room, so I'm gonna go with that. We are gonna end this off here, guys. I have done 3 of our townhouses for the Not So Berry Town challenge that we're doing here. I wanted to do the entire left side in one video, but I think how we're gonna do it is we'll do another 3 in the next video and finish off the 4 on the right for the final video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.